So times are changing, they really are changing, and we cannot ignore AI in this change. If we do, we get left behind, we get lost. I start to see builders using it, and I can see emails coming in, and I can see that it's their voice, but you can see that AI has written it, which is fine. I use AI, I'm a big believer in it, but it's about how you use it, when you use it, where you use it, and you need the information. You cannot trust it to do the work for you. You need the information. And in certain situations, what I find is that you need to upgrade to the next packages. It can certainly help with emails, and that's where most people are. Just even doing research about it, very, very few small builders are using it, and very, very few of them are actually using it to the extent that they should, and or know how to use it. And it is profound, and it does get through a huge amount of paperwork, but in terms of analyticalness, from a builder's point of view, it can do tenders, it can do emails, it can do evaluations, it can do verifications. A builder sent me on, literally in the space of about 4 minutes, he sent me on pictures he was taking down the ceiling in the hallway, and it was a variation, and he wanted the cost of the variation. So I was able to upload it in, and because I already knew the rates, and I had the measurements, and I had the specifications with the pictures as well, and that's the most incredible thing recently in chat, is now be able to understand the pictures and the context of it, with the homeowner's address and all of that information. I was able to send it back to the builder who was on site talking to the client. I was able to send it back to him and the client on site in about 10 minutes. So that's just a tiny small example. Risk of tenders, there is still issues around reading drawings. That's one of the big things. There is issues around reading drawings. Perplexity to me is better than chat about reading drawings. As such, yet the AI agents effectively are not up to doing builds of quantities yet. They're certainly not doing that. Very, very useful to compare rates from projects. That's really, really helpful. And then to compare that against expected, and to compare it against cost plans, that's very helpful. Dispute resolutions. Instead of asking it to help you with disputes, what you really need to do is you need to upload a contract you're using, then it can analyze it. If you ask it to analyze the contract without uploading it, then it tends to veer off. So you have to know its limitations. If you don't embrace it, other people will. It's that simple. It's just a tool. And as one builder, Tony, said to me, money's just a tool as well. So, great guy he is. Very charismatic, funny, decent man, lovely fella. So, that is where AI is at. Multiple uses, uses for builders, huge uses for builders. And once again, this ties in with delegation. If you are running a small construction business and you don't have any time for AI, you're really missing out. Allocate it to somebody. Delegate it to somebody. Give them tasks to check, to see, to do. Start to outsource it. Look at all your areas. Look at your routines and your structures. See where you're spending most time. Online products. The likes of the main construction companies now have their prices online. This can be scanned by AI for materials to check pricing. So there's multiple uses. I will be doing a course on it in due course. So it's like anything, use or lose it. One of my friends, Bothers, absolute incredible man, great belief, great personal power, and the guy is a fitness fanatic, and he really, his thought pattern is use it or lose it, and he's extremely healthy. So that's the situation here, because others will. If you don't, others will. It's that simple. Okay, thanks guys. That's just my thoughts on AI for for all contractors. All contractors, not just small ones, all contractors. Bigger guys will be digesting bigger data, bigger analysis, paid up versions, maybe even going from pro to business and chat. So there needs to be alignment and of organization. The biggest way to check to actually see is to actually ask something like ChatGPT what your usage rate is like and where you actually are. It's brilliant for giving summaries of projects. If you upload drawings, it'll give you summaries of it. Brilliant for credit checks, initial ones. It'll give you, if you ask to do a check, it will give you an initial check on contractors, not the whole 9 yards. You need to go to CRO to do that. So it is multiple. It'll analyze your website. But I'm going to stop this video because it just goes on and goes on and goes on. It can become your second brain, so you can function. And that's really, for me, one of the great things about it, where you actually get it to the stage that you have, it is doing a huge amount of the work for you. But not only that, more importantly than doing the work for you, it's a memory base. And one of the big things I do, and I know that it's not that. No, I'll actually, I'll put it in here, but I'm going to do a video on it as well. I use WhatsApp, and one little trick that I found with WhatsApp, I know it's not pure AI, but I put my own number in as a contact. So I use WhatsApp as my own message system. The thought comes into my head, I message myself. So it's a tracking device, and it takes a lot of pressure off memory, because emails are one thing, but thoughts, patterns, ideas, possibilities, opportunities, I put them all into WhatsApp. And then I also have WhatsApp loaded up to my computer. So it's kind of like a database for me that I can also check periodically as well and use on the computer as well. Okay guys, so just some of my initial thoughts on using AI